Well, well, well. Look what we've got today. An absolutely scintillating BMW 140i. Not just any one series. If you're going to own one, this is the one to have. 3-litre engine, 335 brake horsepower, 369 foot-pounds of torque, and 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds. It's absolutely staggering. These are the hot hatch to have. You can have your Golf R's, you can have your Audi S1s, you can have your RS3s. These bad boys are the ones that you really want. From a car enthusiast point of view myself, they're absolutely incredible and offer breathtaking performance. Looking at this a little bit closer, we've got the BMW LED headlights. We've got your gloss black kidney grille, which really nicely complements the mineral grey metallic paint. You've got your 436M alloys with your nice blue M branded caliper. You've also got your M badge just here on the arch, just in case you decide, I've forgotten what car it is. You've also got the aerodynamic M styling, which consists of the front bumper, the flared side skirts and the rear spoiler just at the back. Here you've got your ferret grey mirror caps with your built-in indicator. You've got your gloss black door pillars just here, and you've also got window rubbers just above your tinted privacy glass. Now where it looks extra naughty for me is the rear. Sturdy, angled, lovely. What you can see, you've got a nice dual exhaust system that gives this M140 an absolutely incredible soundtrack to your driving experience. Let's take a look inside the boot. Not a main feature for the 140s, it is a performance car, but it's actually surprisingly large for storage. You're not going to get a bike in there, but you can easily get ample bags of shopping, a pushchair, luggage, your standard items with ease. You've also got the famous 140i badge. And down here you have your dual exhaust. They really do, I can't stress enough, the noise that they give off this car when you're driving it, especially in Sport or Sport Plus, is absolutely phenomenal for a car of its size and stature. As you can see, you've got your rear LED lights and you've got your lip spoiler with an integrated braking light. An absolutely truly iconic statement hot hatch. The BMW M minds have absolutely unleashed creativity here, and they've done a fantastic job. And I'm sure you can tell I'm quite a big fan of these, and I think you really will be too. The weather and the sun and the paintwork really don't do this car justice. The geniuses in the BMW creative division at the M headquarters have spared no expense in ensuring that you have such a great driving experience in this 140i. You've got a nice full black leather 3-spoke multifunction steering wheel here with the option for flappy paddles, which, as you'll know, if you're looking at 140s, it's the only way really to drive a semi-automatic. Moving around, you've got the full black Dakota leather interior and no marks on the bolsters. This is also a very low mileage example, having covered just over 35,000 miles. You've got the automatic headlights, fog lights and the dial just here for the contrast and resolution on your instrument cluster. Instrument cluster itself, we'll just turn the car on. The instrument cluster itself, you do benefit from having the digital dash. A lot nicer than the standard BMW clocks that are black and orange. They are quite dated now, and this is a fantastic modern addition to any potential BMW owner. As you can see, you've got the standard satellite navigation. Please ignore them lines, that's just my phone. It cannot cope with being close. As you can see, when I zoom in, there are no trouble with that at all. Moving now, you've got your blowers, you've got your mode, you've got your buttons for your stereo, and you've also got your air conditioning, which needs no introduction and we don't need to dwell. You've also got your option here for heated seats. Moving down, you've got sufficient storage, a 12-volt charger. Moving on to the staple piece, you have the automatic gearbox, which is really simple to use. Hold the unlock button and click down. You're now in drive. You'll know this because on there you have D. If you do want sport, simply knock it to the left, and as you'll see, that will change to S1. That will increase your rev ratio, your throttle response. It will also give you a little bit more pull, and the noise on your exhaust will be a little bit better. For me, I would use these flappy paddles, as I've mentioned, for optimum driving. You can flick between them at any time. To exit either the flappy paddle or the sport mode, knock it back to the left and you're back into normal drive. Click P and that will park the vehicle. As you can see, you have the options between Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus. We'll go through them really quickly. Eco Pro, blue, efficient driving, miles per gallon, not smiles per gallon. Comfort, factory settings from the car to ensure that the driver is the most comfortable they can be without trying to use or not use as much fuel as possible. Sport, uprated throttle response, uprated steering, a little bit more grunt. Sport Plus changes the entire feel of the car. Your back end will slide out if you aren't careful because it does remove the traction control. Here you have the iDrive system, which controls your Bluetooth, your phone, your DAB, your satellite navigation. It really is due from everything here. So, what else is in here? Well, you've got the silver aluminium weave effect with the blue lining, which I actually think gives this car a really nice statement feel. Doesn't feel cheap, doesn't feel plastic. It feels incredibly nice, incredibly tight, and it's really focused on giving you, the driver, an optimum driving experience. And finally, moving on, we have the famed Harman Kardon surround system. Now, before we go, it wouldn't be fair not to demonstrate the noise of this car. That just signifies a small amount of the grunt that this car possesses. So is it practical? Yes, it is. You have enough room in here for a family, whether they be small, whether you have 2 children of teenage years, you can still fit them in this car. Don't be put off that it's just raw performance. Yes, it is a huge part of the DNA of this car, but it isn't the only part. You've also got a digital dash, you've got sports gear mode, you've got manual gear mode, you've got Bluetooth, satellite navigation, BMW Connect, media streaming. You've literally got everything that you could want in a modern car. You've also got a fantastic addition of the drive select mode, so you don't have to have it in sport mode all the time. You can drive this in Eco Pro. Now, as you know, Eco Pro is for the Go Green and the Greta Thunbergs amongst us who like to save the planet that little bit more. Now, you can drive this in Eco Pro. It's still quick, but it's not as quick. That will measure your dynamics whilst driving and deliver the most efficient driving experience. You also have Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus. I'll start at the top. Sport Plus basically is for the optimum driving. There's no way to put it. It's race mode if you're of my nature of performance car enthusiasm. It's traction control off, uprated throttle, uprated braking, uprated steering, firmer suspension, uprated and higher rev limit. It's good, it's a lot of fun, and it allows you to really take the car to its limits and be in control whilst doing so. Sport, it's Sport Plus, but with a traction control on, just to ensure that your rear end doesn't come round and kick you in the face. Now, the car itself, to drive, you wouldn't know you have all that horsepower under that bonnet when driving normal, as I am doing so now. It's nice, it's smooth, it's efficient. Yes, it sounds a bit burbly and there's a little bit of overrun, but nothing major. Other than that, you could be in any BMW and you can drive this as easy or as hard as you want. The steering wheel's comfy, the driving position's nice, the display, the gloss black, everything is at the touch of a button, and you've got the iDrive system here. It's just a nice car, there's nothing else you can do. So what I'm going to do to demonstrate this now, I'm going to go to the island, I'm going to go back round and I'm going to get up to 60, I'm going to let go of the wheel and I'm going to demonstrate that there's no need to worry about tracking, there's no pulling to either the left or the right, and then we're going to brake under pressure and show you how nice and how efficient and how steady the braking system is with no judders or no delay. Obviously, if you're having a performance car, you need to have a performance brakes. You need to know that it can stop as quick as it can accelerate. So here we go, we're currently at 40, 50, just get onto the straight for you, and 60 mile an hour, okay, and there we go. And as you can see, the car doesn't pull to either side, nice, steady and in tracking. If anything, it follows the camber of the road a little bit too well, and you really feel like you're glued to that tarmac. Now what we'll do, we'll accelerate a little bit firmer, get up to speed, and we'll slow right down just to demonstrate the braking capability. So we're currently at 40 miles an hour. There's 60 and now braking. Nice, easy, steady. No judder, no throwing you through the windscreen. Exactly as you would want from a 140i. The market really went crazy for these when they came out, and it's not hard to understand why. The BMW brand ensures reliability, it ensures reassurance, and it ensures you as a new owner just complete confidence in it with a really solid build and manufacture quality from factory. You also can tune these quite easily to get astronomical results, but that's only if you're that way inclined. For me, as a standard car, it really can do everything. Big enough for the family, quick enough for the track, and comfortable enough for long journeys. All the mod cons, there's not really much else to say. But just before I do go, every car at Emerald is treated to the 128 point check prior to retailing. This does allow you, as a prospective new buyer or a new customer of ours, to buy with the utmost confidence and reassurance that there should be no maintenance for the foreseeable future. We'd love to hear your thoughts on our video, or if you have any interest in this car or any further queries. If you do, give us a call and one of the award-winning team will be happy to help. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.